Hey everyone, welcome to your copy of Lakshadweep. Today we'll be unboxing and understanding the gameplay of this lovely two-player tile placement game published by Luma World and designed by Siddhant Chand. The artwork cover was done by Mazhar Kothari. We have a very cute postcard which you can send to your friends. There's an informative brochure that talks about Lakshadweep and why we need to protect these island ecosystems. Of course, there's the game manual, there's the scoring sheet. There are these reference sheets with the base gameplay scoring mechanism and bonus tokens for the advanced gameplay. There are 28 tiles in this game, and there are some fishing tokens along with island completion tokens as well as bonus tokens. Lakshadweep is a two-player tile placement game where people are forming island ecosystems and they're scoring points for different features on these islands. The different features, man-made features, are houses, hotels, fisheries, ports, and natural features are forests on land and corals in the water. And it's the same for the purple player as well. So there's purple color and there's the orange color. Now let's have a look how islands are formed. So for example, you need to connect land to land and water to water. So this is valid. This is not a valid connection. So you need to pay attention to these things. This again is not a valid connection. This also is not valid. But you can connect water to water. So this is a valid connection. So in your turn, whenever you're placing tiles, you need to see that invalid connections are not happening. This works again. Of course, you'll be playing for either purple or for orange. One thing you'll notice is the tiles, when you flip them, the features are the same. It's just that the colors reverse. So the orange coral becomes a purple coral and orange house becomes a purple house, that way. Another thing to note is that whenever you're connecting features and forming islands, you'll notice that this is an incomplete island right now. So is this, it's an incomplete island. But whenever you add more masses around the island and you start building the island ecosystems, you can see that they start completing. So this is more of a representation, but now you've formed an island that is completely surrounded by water. So this is a complete island. Whenever you complete an island, it could be a long island, it could be a shorter version of an island, you get one of these bonus tokens. These are called island completion tokens. So they're kept in descending order, highest first. The highest is 8, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3. So we want players to start completing islands and start scoring points over there. So that comes in handy a lot initially. Now we will try and understand how do you select the tiles, right? So you have your 28 tiles, you shuffle them and you place them in one big stack somewhere away from the play area, just so that you can start forming your islands accordingly. I'm going to move these tokens outside for now. So imagine this is your main stack. You remove 2 tiles from here and you place them on the side of it. So now a player has 3 options to select tiles. You have the main stack and you have these 2 open tiles. Here's the catch. Whenever you take a tile from this bigger pile, you cannot flip it. This is not allowed. You can turn it and place it wherever you want, but no flipping it. So again, just pay attention to what color you're playing and choose a tile accordingly. These 2 tiles, you can collect either of these and also flip them. It is allowed. So yeah, just remember again, no flipping from here. You can rotate, you can flip, rotate, do whatever with these tiles. Okay, now that we've understood how the islands work and how we connect different islands, let's have a look at the different features that we spoke about earlier. Remember, this area is called the marketplace, and this is where you collect the tiles from. No flipping of tiles allowed. Okay, so the first feature are the houses. Of course, the purple and the orange have the same features, it's just that the colors are changed, right? So I'm going to move the reference sheet out. This is what a house looks like. How do houses score? Houses work in clusters. So one house you get 1 squared, which is 1. If you have 2 houses which are connected on an island in a cluster, you get 2 squared, which is 4. Similarly, if you add another house over there, you get 3 squared, which is 9. So that is how these things score. Now, in case an orange player has another house on this island, that player won't score because the purple player has more houses. So whoever has the most houses on an island will score only. You can have equal number of houses, that is fine. Both players get the points for that. So just imagine this was an orange house here. Then both orange as well as purple player get 4 points. Great, houses are done. Next, let's try and understand how hotels work. Here's a tile with a hotel. This is what the hotel feature looks like, orange and purple, right? So let's do this for the purple player since we have that flipped already. The purple player has placed a hotel feature on this island now. As you can see, the features look correct. Everything is placed correctly. For hotels, you count the number of people on an island. So it's 1 plus 3, 4, plus 1, 5, plus 2, 7, plus 1, 8. So purple player will score 8 just on this island. You will of course be checking other islands also. So that is part of the scoring mechanism. You collect points for wherever your hotels are in the whole map. One important thing to note about hotels is there can only be one hotel on an island. Neither purple player nor orange player can place another hotel on an island. It's part of our sustainable tourism message that we want to put through this game. You can always build hotels on other islands. So hotels are also done. Let's try to understand fisheries. This is what the fishery looks like. Orange, purple. Imagine you're the first player who took this tile. Just visualize this now. This tile was sitting here. You're the first player who took it, right? This whole play area is empty right now. The first player to place a fishery will place 2 of these fish tokens. These tokens have points behind them and they vary. You don't know what you're going to get because these are shuffled and kept in a deck. Unlike the island completion tokens, which were kept in descending order. That's an important point to note. So you get your fresh catch of the day. Now, whenever another player brings in a fishery around this tile, imagine this being a grid of 9 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? Anything in this grid is basically the water for this fishery. That's where it's collecting its fishes from. So if I was a purple player or an orange player, either, if I place a fishery over here, I will get 1 token only. Okay, so that's how, again, it's part of our messaging of sustainable fishing, because you don't want too many fisheries in one area, then you're lowering the number of catch that you're having. But in case this area was extended like this, now I'm further away from that grid of 9 of this fishery, then I will get 2 tokens here. So you can strategize accordingly. Perfect, fisheries are also done. Now let's try to understand how ports work. Ports are very interesting. I've removed the fishing tokens just to make the area look, just to make the area a bit more visible. So imagine there was an orange port over here. Okay. We can see there are two unique features, right? There is a port of the orange player and there is a fishery of the orange player. You have to look for your own color. Okay. So these are two unique features. And we're looking for land features. We're not looking for features in the water like no corals. If in case there was a house over here, that would be three unique features. Okay. If there was another house over here, it still would count as three unique features because houses are the same feature, technically speaking. I'm looking for a hotel right now. Yeah. In case there was a hotel over here, there would be four unique features for this port. The port itself, hotel, house, and fisheries. And there is only one hotel in this island, so it's valid, right? This is how the scoring happens. One unique feature, 1 point, 2, 3 points, 3, 6 points, 4, 10 points, 5, 15 points. So ports are pretty, useful if you play them right, yeah? Here's another thing. Right now this port has three unique features. If you add another port over here, that port will also score for its own three unique features. So basically you're scoring 6 for this port and 6 for this port. So yeah, again, something you can strategize. So great, ports are also done. Forests are very easy. You just, every forest that you plant, you get 3 points. So the more forests you cultivate, you keep adding your 3 points. Corals, in the end, whoever has the maximum number, like right now orange, there are 5 of them in the water, and purple, there are only 2. Whoever has the most gets 10 points, the other player gets 0. But if you have a tie, you both get 10. So that's it. This is how different features score. And yeah, just important points as mentioned earlier. One hotel on an island completion tokens. For fisheries, anytime there's a fishery already existing, the fisheries around it get 1 token only, unless it's like further away from it. Now let's understand how the scoring can be done towards the end once all the 28 tiles have been placed. Just to save time and space, I have displayed fewer tiles right now, but you will get an idea of how the scoring works. So the most basic thing you can start counting are the island completion tokens, right? So imagine over here, I'm the orange player and this player is the purple player. So orange has 8 plus 5, which are, imagine orange player is O and purple is P. Orange player has 13 points, while the purple player has 4 plus 4, 8 points. Okay, so you can keep these aside once you've totaled them. Next thing you can do is collect your fishing tokens for your color of fishery, right? So these are the purple player fisheries, while these are orange. This is orange, this is purple. Okay, flip them again and total them. So this is 5 plus 3, 8, 10, 13. So purple player for fisheries have 13 points, while orange player has 3 plus 1, 4, 4 plus 4, 8. Great. So we've done that and we put them on the side as well. Now let's start calculating for the houses. Let's do the orange player house first. So this one is alone, so it gets 1 square, 1 point. This one is also by itself and it also scores because there's only one purple house. So it gets 1 square, 1. So 1 plus 1, 2. And right now there's just 2 houses. So that's fine. It gets 2 points. Similarly, purple also gets 1 for here, 1 for here, and 1 for here. So 3 points. If there were more houses in a cluster, they would have been squared, but that's fine. Now let's do orange hotels. I just see one orange hotel and there are 2 people on that island. It's fine If it's an incomplete island also, they all score. So for orange player hotel, it gets they get 2 points. You count the number of people, right? Now let's do purple player hotels. There's one over here. It gets 1 plus 2, 3, 4, 5. There's another hotel over here. So 7, 8, 10, 11. Total of 11 that the purple player got. Now let's check ports. We'll do orange player first. So there are 2 ports on this island, but we'll score for the first one. So let's think of this guy. This one has total of 3 unique objects: the port itself, a house, and a fishery. So as pointed earlier, 3 will get 6 points. So this port scores 6 and this port scores 6 because it also has 3 unique objects. So 6 and 6, 12 that the orange player gets. Now let's see if purple player has any ports. Yes, it has a port over here. And there are there are 3 unique objects. There's a port, there's a hotel, and there's a fishery. These 2 fisheries together, basically they're unique, right? So again, 3 unique objects score 6 points. So that port for purple gets 6 points. Forest. Orange player has 1 forest here, and that's it. So it gets 3 points. And purple player has 1 forest here. So that's it. 3 points. Let's see who has more corals. I feel like orange player has more, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 of theirs, and purple has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So because orange player has more corals than the purple player, it gets 10 and the purple gets 0, right? So, and of course this was a mini map just for representation point of view, but you will be counting all your islands, whatever map you've created. So now let's total this: 4 and 8, 12, 24, 27, 37, and that is 50, right? 14, 27, 27 and 6, 33, 36, and 44. So this is how we do the scoring for Lakshadweep. Enjoy the gameplay. There is a lot of depth in this game. There are multiple strategies that you can apply. It's not that one feature is more powerful than the other. You can always deploy different strategies. And this was the base gameplay. For the advanced gameplay, you can use these bonus tokens, which again have the same feature on the reverse side, just the colors are flipped. And you can refer to your reference sheets that have mentioned what the different tokens are and what all they do. So have fun playing, guys.